welcome to this session. In this session, I'm solving a problem related to statistical decision making where we are going to prepare payoff table and opportunity loss table. So, it is statistical decision making ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ನ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಪೇ ಆಫ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಟೇಬಲ್ ನ ವಿತ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ here in the problem it's given that a fish vendor buys fish at rupees 120 per kg. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಮೀನುಗಾರ ಮೀನನ್ನ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಅವನು ಕೊಂಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು that means the cost price at which fish is purchased is rupees 120 per kg. So the cost price will be rupees 120 per kg. Then he sells the fish what has been purchased at cost price rupees 120 at rupees 150 per kg in the market. So what is the selling price here is rupees 150 per kg. Then at the end of the day, that is the fish unsold at the end of the day cannot be sold in the next day due to lack of cold storage facility. So ಏನು ಇಡೀ ದಿನ ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡಿ ಮೀನು ಉಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೋ ಅದನ್ನ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟೋರೇಜ್ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟಿ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರೋ ಕಾರಣ ಅದನ್ನ ಉಳಿಸ್ಕೊಳಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅದೇ ದಿನ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗು ಅವನೇನು ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ rupees 120 per kg ಗೆ ಕೊಂಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾನೋ ಮೀನ ಅದನ್ನ ಅವನು rupees 40 ಗೆ ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ವೇಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ he is selling the fish that is left in the evening at rupees 40 per kg, and the demand for fish in a day, that is in the market, the demand varies between 21 to 24 kgs. So here the decision has to be taken with the alternatives that whether the fish vendor will have profit if he buys 21 kgs of fish every day depending upon the demand in the market, or he has to have an alternative of getting 22 kgs of fish or 23 kgs or 24 kgs as the demand varies between 21 to 24 kgs. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಏನಿದೆ 23ರಿಂದ 24 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ಏನ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು ಫಿಶ್ ವೆಂಡರ್ ಅವನು 21 ಕೆಜಿ ಫಿಶ್ ನ ತಂದು ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಲಾಭ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ, ಅಥವಾ 22 ಕೆಜಿಸ್ ತಂದು ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಲಾಭ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ, ಅಥವಾ 23ಗೆ ಅವನ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ನ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಲಾಭ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ, ಅಥವಾ 24 ಕೆಜಿಸ್ ಅವ್ನು ಮಾಡುವಂತ 4 ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಆಲ್ಟರ್ನೇಟಿವ್ 1, 2, 3 and 4 with 21 kgs, 22 kgs, 23 kgs and 24 kgs. So here the cost price of the fish is 120 per kg. He is selling at rupees 150 per kg, and what has been unsold at the end of the day he is selling at rupees 40 per kg. So here first we are going to prepare the payoff table. So here I will draw the payoff table first with the alternatives and state of nature with the demand that is given in the problem. So acts or alternatives. So acts antanu takobodu, alternatives antanu takobodu. We can take it next. We have the events or state of nature. State of nature. So here the alternative what we have, A1 of getting how many kgs of fish, 21. The demand varies between 21 and 24. So alternative 1 with 21 kgs. Alternative 2, Act 2, 22 kgs. Then we have Act 3, that is alternative 3, 23 kgs, and Act 4 with 24 kgs. So the decision has to be taken, or we have to choose under various criteria as to which is the best alternative between A1, A2, A3 and A4. The state of nature, the demand for fish in the market varies between 21 kgs, S2, 22 kgs, S3, 23 kgs, and S4 you have 24 kgs. So computation of payoff, we are going to find the payoff values, computation of payoffs. So here the payoff calculation can be calculated by writing the payoff formula. Payoff is equal to selling price per unit, that is per kg, is given in kgs. So number of kgs of fish into selling price per kg minus number of kgs of fish into cost price per kg plus what has been unsold. Unsold fish in number of kgs into the cost at which it will be sold, that is rupees 40. So here payoff table, we are going to write the formula. We know profit is equal to selling price minus cost price. So selling price number of kgs into selling price per kg minus number of kgs into cost price per kg. When you calculate this, you get profit. So with that profit, the leftover fish what has been sold at rupees 40, that will be added to the profit and we will get the total payoff value. So here the cell what we are taking here, this cell represents the payoff of first row, first column. So this cell we start calculating the payoff values at state of nature S1, where the demand is for 21 kgs of fish. So we have 21 kgs of fish here at S1. We are going to find the payoff value. So this cell represents the cell payoff value of first row, first column. So payoff at first row, first column will be, this is equal to number of kgs. So here the demand in the market is for 21 kgs and even the fish vendor is getting 21 kgs of fish to sell in the market. So here the number of kgs what the fish vendor has is 21 kgs and even the demand is for 21 kgs. So here number of kgs that will be sold in the market is 21 into selling price per kg is rupees 150. 21 kgs into 150 minus number of kgs that has been purchased by the vendor is 21 kgs. 21 into 120 plus the vendor has bought 21 kgs. The demand is for 21 kgs. So no fish will be left at the end of the day. So the number of kgs that is unsold during the end of the day is 0 into rupees 40. So if you calculate this, the amount what you are going to get is rupees 630. So the payoff at first row, first column, the vendor has 21 kgs. The demand in the market is also for 21 kgs. So the payoff profit at first row, first column is rupees 630. Then I will write the value here. It is rupees 630. Next we calculate the payoff at first row, second column. We are taking the state of nature at S1 we are calculating. So here at first row, second column, payoff is equal to. Now the fish vendor has bought 22 kgs of fish in the market to sell, but the demand in the market is for 21 kgs. Though he has 22 kgs of fish, ಅವನ 22 kg fish ಅವನು ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಗೆ ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ತಂದಿದ್ರು, ಅವನು ಮಾರಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು ಎಷ್ಟು 21 kgs ಮಾತ್ರ ಮಾರಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇರೋದು ಬರೀ 21 kgs ಗೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅವನು 22 kgs ಆಫ್ ಫಿಶ್ ನ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಗೆ ಮಾರಾಟಕ್ಕೆ ತರ್ತಾನೆ, ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇರೋದು 21 kgs ಗೆ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ 21 kgs ಫಿಶ್ ನ ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 1 kg ಉಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದ ಅನ್ಸೋಲ್ಡ್ ಫಿಶ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ 1 kg ಅಂಡ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಅವನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಎಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಡೇ ಅಲ್ಲಿ rupees 40 ಗೆ ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ the demand is for 21 kgs. So the number of kgs that can be sold in the market is 21 kgs only. So we take 21 into rupees 150 minus, but he has purchased 22 kgs of fish at cost price 120 plus. Now how many kgs of fish is unsold? 22 kgs minus 21 kg. 1 kg is left out. So we take 1 into 40. So if you calculate the value, what you are going to get is rupees 550. After simplification, the answer you are going to get is rupees 550. So the profit or the payoff value at first row, second column is 550 rupees. Next we are going to find the payoff value for first row, third column. First row, third column, payoff at first row, third column. The fish vendor, he has got 23 kgs of fish to sell in the market, but the existing demand in the market is only for 21 kgs. Though he has 23 kgs, he can sell only 21 kgs of fish in the market. So the unsold number, the unsold will be 2 kgs of fish, and that will be sold at rupees 40 at the end of the day. So here again he is selling because the demand is for only 21 kgs. So only 21 kgs of fish can be sold. 21 into rupees 150 minus the fish that has been bought in the market is 23 kgs into 120 plus. Now unsold fish is 23 minus 21, 2 kgs into 40. So this is equal to rupees 470. So after simplification, the payoff amount you are going to get is 470. So I have written here 470. Then we are going to find the payoff value at first row, fourth column. First row, fourth column. So the fish vendor has 24 kgs of fish, but he can sell only 21 kgs of fish in the market as the demand exists is only for 21 kgs. So the selling price for 21 kgs into 150 minus the fish that has been bought by the vendor is 24 kgs into cost price 120 plus the leftover fish is 24 minus 21, 3 into 40. So the payoff value after simplification at first row, fourth column is rupees 390. So we have got the payoff values at S1 with the demand for 21 kgs. It is rupees 390. Now we are going to repeat the calculations for the state of nature S2 where the demand is for 22 kgs in the market. So here next we take at S2, state of nature S2 where the demand is for 22 kgs. So with the same payoff formula what we have taken, we are going to calculate at S2, that is payoff at second row, first column, second row, first column. This is equal to, so here the vendor has 21 kgs of fish, but the demand is more in the market, that is for 22 kgs. Because the vendor has 21 kgs, though the demand is more in the market, that is for 22 kgs, he can sell only 21 kgs of fish in the market. What he has, only that much of fish can be sold. So ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅವನ ಹತ್ರ 21 kg ಫಿಶ್ ಔಟ್ ತಂದಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ. ಆದರೆ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ, 25 kg ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಆದರೆ 22 kg ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವನ ಹತ್ರ 22 kgs ಆಫ್ ಫಿಶ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಆಗ ಅವನ ಹತ್ರ ಇರೋದು ಎಷ್ಟು, 21 kgs ಮಾತ್ರ ಇದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದ್ರೂ ಅವ್ನು 21 kgs ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗೋದು. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ದ ಫಿಶ್ ದಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬೀನ್ ಸೋಲ್ಡ್ is 21 kgs at rupees 150 minus the cost price for 21 kgs of fish into 120. Unsold fish is 0, nothing is left. So for 0 into 40. If you calculate the same calculation we have, so we'll get rupees 630. Simplify ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, 630 rupees ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So I take here 630 rupees. Next, the payoff at second row, second column. Second row, second column. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಫಿಶ್ ವೆಂಡರ್ ಹತ್ರ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಫಿಶ್, 22 kgs ಅವ್ನು ಕೊಂಡ್ಕೊ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ 22 kgs ಇದೆ. ಸೊ he is satisfying the demand that is there in the market. He has 22 kgs of fish and even the demand is for 22 kgs. So here again nothing will be left. What has been bought in the market to be sold, everything will be sold in the market because the quantity that has been bought and the demand is same. So this is equal to the number of kgs that has been sold in the market is 22 into selling price 150 minus 22 into cost price 120 plus nothing will be left. So 0 into 40 and that is equal to rupees 660. So the payoff value at second row, second column is rupees 660. Next we are going to find the payoff value at second row, third column. So at second row, third column, the fish vendor has bought fish to be sold in the market. It's 23 kgs, but the demand for the fish in the market is 22 kgs. So he can sell 22 kgs only. ಅವನತ್ರ 23 kg ಅವ್ನು ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಗೆ ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ತಂದಿದ್ರು. ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇರೋದು 22 kg ಮಾತ್ರ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅವನು 22 kg ಮಾತ್ರ ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇನ್ನು 1 kg ಏನು ಉಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಅವನು 40 ರೂಪಾಯಿಂದ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಡೇ ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ at here though the demand is for 22 kg, the demand is for 22 kgs, the fish vendor has 23 kgs, he will sell 22 kgs of fish in the market. So 22 into 150 minus, he has purchased 23 kgs of fish, 23 into 120 plus 1 kg will be left at the end of the day. So 1 into 40, that is equal to rupees 580. The payoff value at second row, third column is rupees 580. Next you have the payoff at second row, fourth column. The payoff at second row, fourth column, the fish vendor has 24 kgs of fish to be sold in the market, but the existing demand in the market is 22 kgs. So here the fish vendor can sell only 22 kgs of fish in the market with the existing demand, and the leftover fish, that is 2 kgs, will be sold at rupees 40 at the end of the day. So here again 22 kgs can be sold with the existing demand of 22 kgs in the market. 22 into 150 into 24 into 120 plus the unsold fish 2 kgs into 40, that is equal to rupees 500. So if you simplify, you take the payoff value as rupees 500. So next we are going to have the calculation for at S3, state of nature S3, the demand is for 23 kgs of fish in the market. So at S3, payoff value at third row, first column. Third row, first column is equal to the vendor has 21 kgs of fish and the demand is for 23 kgs, but ಅವನ ಹತ್ರ ಇರೋದು 21 kg ಫಿಶ್ ಮಾತ್ರ. ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದ್ರೂ ಅವನು 21 kg ನಾನೇ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ. ಸೊ 21 kgs of fish will be sold in the market. 21 into 150 minus 21 into 120 plus 0 into 40. So here if you simplify, the value what we are going to get is rupees 630. So here the payoff value is 630. Then payoff at third row, second column. Third row, second column. So here the fish vendor has 22 kgs of fish, but the demand is for 23 kgs. ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇದ್ರೂ ಅವನ ಹತ್ರ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗೋದು. ಸೊ he will sell only 22 kgs of fish in the market. So it is 22 into 150 minus 22 into 120. So nothing is left over. 0 into 40, that is equal to rupees 660. So the payoff value here is 660. Then at third row, third column. The fish vendor has 23 kgs of fish and even the demand is for 23 kgs in the market. So everything can be sold in the market. So at third row, third column, 23 into 150 minus 23 into 120 plus 0 into 40, that is equal to rupees 690. So the payoff value here is 690 rupees. Then at third row, fourth column, the demand is for 23 kgs, but the fish vendor has 24 kgs of fish. So he can sell only with the existing demand in the market, 23 kgs only can be sold. So here we take 23 into 150 minus, fish vendor has got 24 kgs of fish, 24 into 120. Now 24 minus 23, 1 kg is left. It will be sold at rupees 40. 1 into 40 is equal to rupees 610. So here the payoff value is rupees 610. Then at S4, we are going to compute the payoff value at S4. At S4, where the demand is for 24 kgs. So at S4, the demand is for 24 kgs. Payoff value at fourth row, first column. Fourth row, first column is equal to. So the fish vendor has 21 kgs of fish. The demand is for 24 kgs. The demand is more, but the fish vendor has only 21 kgs of fish. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು 21 kg fish ಮಾತ್ರ ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದ್ರೂ 24 kgs ಗೆ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇದ್ರೂ ಅವನು 21 kg ನೇ ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗೋದು. So it is 21 into 150 minus 21 into 120 plus 0 into 40, that is equal to rupees 650. Then the payoff at fourth row, second column is equal to. The fish vendor has 22 kgs. The demand is for 24 kgs. So what number of kgs the fish vendor has got, only that much can be sold in the market, though the demand is high. So he has 22 kgs, so he is going to sell only 22 kgs of fish in the market. 22 into 150, 22 into 120, so nothing is left over. 0 into 40, that is equal to rupees 660. So we have the value 660 here. Then payoff at fourth row, third column. 23 kgs of fish had been bought in the market to be sold, but the existing demand is for 24 kgs. Only 23 kgs can be sold. 23 into 150 minus 23 into 120, nothing is left. So 0 into 40, that is equal to rupees 690. So here the value is 690. And last cell, there is fourth row, fourth column is equal to 24 kgs of fish is available and the demand is also for 24 kgs. So everything can be sold in the market. It is 24 into 150 minus 24 into 120 plus nothing is left, 0 into 40. The value, if you calculate, it will be getting rupees 720. So here the payoff value is 720. So here with the formula we have taken for payoff table, number of kgs into selling price per kg minus number of kgs into cost price per kg plus unsold fish into rupees 40. So this is the payoff values that we have calculated. So after preparing payoff table, here now next step is we have to prepare opportunity loss table, and the other name for opportunity loss table is regret table. So here we are going to prepare opportunity loss table, or the other name for opportunity loss table is regret table. So what the minimum loss that the fish vendor can have, that we are going to calculate here. So we are going to take the table, opportunity loss table. So opportunity loss table will be prepared with the help of the payoff table values what we have taken here. So payoff table prepare madadmele ನಾವು opportunity loss table ಅಥವಾ regret table ನ prepare ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗೋದು. So with the values that we have calculated, payoff values, ನಾವು loss ಅಥವಾ regret value ನ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿತೀವಿ. So here you have the acts and the state of nature. So alternative 1, A1, A2, A3 and A4, S1, S2, S3 and state of nature S4. So here to find the regret value, first we are going to take the maximum payoff of each row in the payoff table that we have prepared. So in the payoff table ನಾವು ಏನು prepare ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. So ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು row ಅಲ್ಲೂ highest payoff value ಏನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. So here highest payoff or the maximum payoff of each row, we can take highest or maximum payoff of each row. So if you compare the values, the payoff values of S1 630, 550, 470, 390, the maximum payoff is rupees 630. So this is maximum payoff of first row. Then here the maximum payoff is 660. So I round up here. So it is 660. So this is maximum payoffs of second row. Then we have the maximum payoff of third row is 690. Third row, maximum payoff of third row. And in the fourth row we have the maximum payoff 720. 720. That is the maximum payoff of fourth row. So here to calculate opportunity loss or regret value, computation of opportunity loss, that is loss at first row first column. So loss at first row first column will be maximum payoff of first row, that is 630, M1 minus payoff value of first row first column, it is 630 minus 630. So we can take payoff of first row first column. So this is equal to maximum payoff of first row is 630 minus payoff of first row first column is 630. So the regret value is 0. Then loss at first row second column. First row second column. So the maximum payoff M1 minus payoff of first row second column, that will be 630 minus 550. This is equal to, you are going to get the value 80. 630 minus 550 is equal to 80. Then loss at first row third column is equal to maximum payoff of first row minus payoff of first row third column, that is 630 minus 470, and that is equal to 160. Then same way we are going to find the loss at first row first column fourth column. So maximum payoff of first row minus payoff of first row fourth column, and that is equal to 630 minus 390, and the value is rupees 4240. So the loss at, this is the loss we have calculated at S1, state of nature at S1. The regret value or the loss is 0, 80, 160 and 240. Now we are going to find the regret value at S2. The regret value as S2, that is loss at second row first column. Second row first column is equal to the maximum payoff value of second row M2 is 660. That is M2 minus payoff of second row first column. Second row first column, and here the maximum payoff of second row is 660 minus payoff value of second row first column is 630, that is equal to 30. So the loss or the regret value is rupees 30. Then the loss at second row, second column, second row, second column. So maximum payoff of second row minus payoff of second row, second column, and that is equal to 660 minus the payoff of second row, second column is 660, and that is equal to 0. Then loss at second row, third column is equal to M2 minus payoff of second row, third column, and that equals 660 minus payoff of second row, third column is 580, and that is equal to 80. 660 minus 580 is rupees 80. Then loss at second row fourth column is equal to maximum payoff of second row M2 minus payoff of second row fourth column, that is 660 minus 500. 500 is equal to rupees 160. So here the regret values of S2 is 30, 0, 80 and 160. So same way we are going to find the regret value for S3. At S3 the regret value or opportunity loss, that is loss at third row first column. Loss at third row first column will be maximum payoff of third row minus payoff of third column first row. This is equal to maximum payoff ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂದಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ third row ಅಲ್ಲಿ 690 minus payoff of third row third column is 630. 630 is equal to 60. Then third row second column is equal to maximum payoff of third row minus payoff of third row second column. 690 minus 660. 660, that is equal to 30. Then loss at third row third column is equal to maximum payoff minus third row minus payoff of third row third column, that is 690 minus 690 minus 690. 690 we get 0. And the last third row fourth column, maximum payoff of third row minus payoff of third row fourth column, that is 690 minus 690 minus 610, that is equal to 80. So here at S3 the regret values are 60, 30, 0 and 80. So last row, that is at S4, we are going to find the loss or the regret values. So here at S3 the highest payoff is 720. With 720 we are going to subtract the payoff of each cell. So 700 loss at S4. So here loss at fourth row first column. So directly I am showing the calculation here. It is 720 minus 630 minus, so it is 720 minus 630, that is equal to 90. So with that same calculation, if you do 730 minus 630, we got 90. 720 minus 660, we get, I'll write the value here, 90. Here minus 660 will be 60. Then 720 minus 690, it is 30, and 720 minus 720 is 0. So I have not written the calculation there. The same calculation will continue. Maximum payoff of fourth row is 720. The payoff of each cell has to be subtracted from the maximum payoff. 720 minus 630 will get loss at fourth row, first column. 720 minus 620 will get loss at fourth row, second column. Then 720 minus 690 will get loss at the fourth row, third column, and the last column, fourth row and fourth column. 720 minus 720, it is 0. So these are the calculations for opportunity loss, and this is the payoff table with the profit, and here the minimum loss that can be incurred by the vendor we are going to prepare and show it under opportunity loss table and regret table.